John Lott joins me. John, first off, you've come up with a theory years ago and backed it up with data. Tell me how Brazil became safer under President Bolsonaro, and why does one of the main reasons the radical Marxists left, Lula's administration and these judges, hate Bolsonaro and hate the Bolsonaro movement, sir?
Bolsonaro revolutionized the rules for people being able to go and have guns. Private gun ownership increased by something like 650% during his administration. And when he started to propose those things, when he was first running and then when he got into office, the media worldwide was saying, look, Brazil already has one of the highest murder rates in the world. This is going to be catastrophic. Murder rates are going to soar if you allow people to go and have guns. And yet the murder rate fell by a third in the 4 years that Bolsonaro was there, the exact opposite of what all these predictions were making there, because he realized that, look, police are important, but they can't be there all the time for people to be able to go and protect themselves. In high crime rate urban areas, he allowed people to be able to go and carry concealed handguns for protection. It had a major impact on the risks that criminals were willing to take in order to go and commit crime.
How did you come up with this? Because I think you wrote the book years ago, More Guns, Less Crime, and the progressive left's heads blew up. How did you come up with this theory that's been reinforced by the actuality, the reality of Brazil under Bolsonaro, sir?
Right. Well, I mean, my views have changed a lot over time. If you had told me when I started working on that research that I would have the types of views and see the types of results that I've seen, I wouldn't have believed you. But basically, I mean, I was probably in the middle of the debate on guns. I only got into this by accident. I was teaching at the Wharton Business School at the time, and I made the mistake of telling some students that we were ahead in the syllabus. And they came up to me after class and said, well, if we're ahead in the syllabus, we know this isn't exactly on topic for the class, but would you be willing to go and talk about gun control a little bit? And I'd been chief economist at the U.S. Sentencing Commission and done a lot of other related things, but I'd never done anything on guns. And I figured, well, okay, I guess I can look at it. And I just was stunned by how poorly done the existing research was at that time. And so it's only kind of by accident that I got into this whole debate.
Why is it that we're going to hold you through the break because we have a big story about Tulsi Gabbard and DNI that you're all over. I want to get your thoughts on. But why is it more guns, more safety?
Well, look, criminals, it's a pretty simple idea. If you make it riskier for criminals to go and commit crime, they're going to commit less crime. So whether you have higher arrest rates or higher conviction rates or longer prison sentences or the death penalty, all those things make it riskier for criminals to commit crime. Police, anybody who's read my academic work know that I think police are the single most important factor for reducing crime, but the police themselves understand that they virtually always arrive on the crime scene after the crimes occurred. And the question is, what should people do when they're having to confront a criminal by themselves? Look, we have like 670,000 police in the United States for a country of 340 million people. Compare that to the 21.5 million people that have concealed carry permits, or the 29 states that don't even require that people have to have a permit to be able to go and carry. It's simply impossible for the police to be there to protect people all the time. I mean, you're not even going to, maybe you have a third of the 600,000 police that are on duty at any point in time. They simply can't cover everything. And so, look, you know, you go and you pass laws that go and mandate that people have to lock up their guns. You know, criminals become more emboldened to attack people in their homes because they know it's going to be less likely that people are going to be able to go and protect themselves. And they're more successful in committing the crimes. So it's not rocket science here. It's just, if you make something more costly, people do less of it.
John, hang on for 1 second. I want to get into the situation at DNI, this report that was put out. Very scary. And John Lott put it all in perspective over at Real Clear Politics. So I'm going to take a short commercial break. With markets bouncing around today, up day on the stock market, bond market, you need to be up to date on what is a hedge against times of financial turbulence. Go to Birch Gold right now. How do you do it? Just take your phone and text Bannon, B-A-N-N-O-N, at 989898. Get the ultimate guide for investing in gold and precious metals in the era of Trump, totally free, and you get access to Philip Patrick and his team at Birch Gold. Short break, Lott on the other side.